Hey there, how's it going in your world? It is fantastic here. Happy New Year. If I haven't seen you and said Happy New Year yet, Happy New Year. It is a great January thus far, and I'm super excited for everything that we have going on. We've got, videos about flood insurance. We have the videos coming up about the most expensive homes that sold in the Tampa Bay area this past year. We have a walk at a park. We have a driving tour of the Enniswood neighborhood in Palm Harbor. What else? We have construction updates. So lots of great new videos coming in January. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you know when I upload those, especially if you're interested in one of those particular areas. Today, we have all of the monthly housing market statistics for December of 2021, and we have the annual statistics for all of 2021. So we'll take a quick look at all of that stuff. I'm bunching a bunch of stuff together, so it's going to be a little bit of a longer video. I will get through it as fast as I possibly can so that I'm not taking up too much of your valuable time. And I do appreciate that you are spending it with me. So first, we're going to talk about the monthly statistics for Pinellas County and the Metro Tampa Bay area, which is the true Metro Tampa Bay area. We're switching it up. It's going to be what is actually considered that area, which is Hillsborough, Hernando, Pasco, and Pinellas County. I know I have been doing Manatee County and not Hernando, but Manatee is actually considered part of the Sarasota metro area and not the Tampa Bay metro area. So I'm correcting that now for 2022, and we're going to look at the actual correct metro area. So we've got the monthly for Tampa Bay Metro and Pinellas County first. Then we'll jump into the individual statistics for Dunedin, Palm Harbor, Safety Harbor, Oldsmar, and Tarpon Springs. And then we will round out the video with the annual statistics for 2021 for the greater Tampa Bay metro area. If you're ready, let's jump right in. Alrighty, so the greater Tampa Bay metro area, the median sales price for December of 2021 was $315,000. The days on market was 26 or were 26. The sales price to list price ratio was 100%, which it was for every single statistic that we're going to look at today. List price or sales price to list price ratio is 100% across the board. I will not mention it again because of that. There were 9,076 active listings, 6,386 new listings, and 7,586 sales in the greater Tampa metro area for December, just for December. In Pinellas County, the median sales price was $330,000. The days on market were 27. The active listings, we had 2,810 active listings through the month with 2,124 new listings. So pretty much everything was new, almost everything. And there were 2,513 sales in the county, in Pinellas County for December. Jumping into the 5 towns up here in North Pinellas County, Dunedin, we'll start there because that's where I live. And Dunedin had the greatest year-over-year jump in price growth. Dunedin's median sales price in December of 2021 was $380,000. And that was up 34% from December of 2020. So that's a huge jump. A big driver of that is that there is so much condo new construction that are selling out super, super fast. And those condos and those townhomes, well, they're really townhomes. Those are priced up in the $600,000 to $800,000 range. So of course, that's going to bring our price point up. Dunedin is super popular. It's somewhere where everybody wants to live. And that is, of course, driving our prices as well. In Dunedin, the average days on market was 20, and not surprisingly, the number of new listings, the number of active listings, and the number of sold listings were down year over year from December of 2020. This is a trend that, of course, we've been seeing for the past 12 to 18 months, and we are going to continue seeing for just a little bit longer. In Safety Harbor, the median sales price was up 16% to $375,000. This is one of the only times I can ever remember where Dunedin's median sales price has been higher than Safety Harbor's. Generally, Safety Harbor's sales price is on average higher than Dunedin's is, but they've really evened themselves out between the two towns there. Safety Harbor also had a median or an average days on market of 21. So if you're selling a house, you can expect to be in and out of it very, very quickly. The new listings and the sold properties were up just a little bit. There were a whopping 40 properties sold in Safety Harbor in December of 2021. That's a big number, right? And of course, as we would expect, the active listings were down. In Oldsmar, the median sales price was $261,000, which is up about 10% from December of 2020. The new listings were up by about 14%, and the sold properties were up by about 29%. So we had an increase in the number of both of those happening. Active listings, of course, were down, as we will see that we'll see everywhere. And the average days on market in Oldsmar was also 21. Moving on to Palm Harbor, the median sales price was $320,000, and that is up only 9% from December of 2020. The average days on market was also 21. We're seeing a trend there. The new listings and the sold properties were up by about the mid-single digits, so around 4 to 5% in each of those categories. And the active listings were half of what they were in December of 2020. And last but not least, in Tarpon Springs, the median sales price was $291,200. That was up a very, very moderate 5% compared to December of 2020. The average days on market was higher than the other cities, but still pretty low at 32 days on the market. New listings were up, but both active listings and sold listings were down. Now, finally, the 2021 numbers that a lot of you have been looking for. Some of these might surprise you. Keep in mind, we've got counties such as Hernando, which has a much lower price point than, say, Pinellas or Tampa. And parts of Pasco, of course, also have a much lower price point, whereas places like Wesley Chapel out in Pasco County are higher because they have new construction. So all of this combines to give us numbers that are probably a little bit less than what some people might think we saw happening, particularly depending on where you live in this metro area. So for 2021, in the greater Tampa Bay area, the median sales price was $285,000. How many of you does that surprise? I mean, I'm used to looking at numbers higher up in the 300s and mid 300s. So that number kind of really surprised me. But again, that's because we're seeing so many properties come in. There's so many people to find affordable housing are buying up in North Pasco and up in Hernando County, where prices are still much more affordable than they are in the Dunedins of the Tampa Bay area. So that's one of the things that is I don't want to say skewing, but that's bringing that and averaging that number down. It's not really an average, it's a median sales price, not an average, but it's one of the things that's bringing that price point down a little bit as a whole. If we were to look at individual counties, I'm sure we would see much different, many different, much different numbers. I'm trying to think of how you would say that properly. Anyways, so that is up about 15% from 2020. So that's a very moderate increase compared to what we've been seeing in the news media and what we've been hearing has been going on. Certainly very moderate number compared to the 34% that Dunedin was up from December to December. So up 15% as a whole in the greater Tampa Bay area, and that median sales price was $285,000. So as for the days on market, houses were on the market for about 30 days, which is, about right. New listings and active listings and expired listings all decreased, which is not a surprise. People are not selling because they can't find something else to move into at a reasonable amount of time. And sold properties were up slightly, so that might surprise some people as well. All of these little graphs that I have shown you guys throughout this video, they're available over on my Facebook page. I'll link that below, and also over on Instagram for the individual cities. So I will link that below as well. So I think that's all I've got for you guys today. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about all these stats. How are they affecting your life and what you're trying to do with your housing goals and with your real estate goals? I'd love to have that comment. Also, please share with any friends or family who might be interested. And of course, like I asked at the beginning of the video, please subscribe, hit the bell notification. And as always, have yourselves a fantastic day.